Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Florence and I'm going to talk to you about 5 literacy apps that I have either used in my classroom or researched for future use in my classroom. The first app I'm going to talk to you about is Lexia Reading Core 5, and something that I like about Lexia is that it is available on an app, software, or a website. So I often allow my students in my classroom to have choice of whether they would like to do their Lexia on an iPad or on a desktop. And I find that letting them choose where they want to do their work seems to help. Lexia is designed for students who are pre-K through 5th grade, and it's a technology-based reading program for students of all abilities, and it's designed to accelerate fundamental literacy skills development. It provides differentiated literacy instruction for all the students. The cost is $8,500 per year, but that's a school-wide subscription, so that's for each classroom. The program provides explicit, systematic, personalized learning in the 6 areas of reading instruction, so it helps students practice phonological awareness, phonics, structural analysis, automaticity and fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. And it does this in a game animated style. So it's engaging for the students and it motivates them to learn their reading content. And the program also targets skill gaps. It also provides teachers with data and gives students resources for extra practice on specific skills. So oftentimes I will log into my account, I will look at my students' progress, and any skills that I see that my students need extra practice on, I can print out lessons for them or extra activities for them to either complete as a classroom assignment or take home for homework for their parents to help them practice on. The next app I'm going to talk to you about is called Epic, and it is basically a digital library that gives students access to 25,000 plus books and learning videos. And this app is designed for kids of all ages. They actually have a section, or it's available in an app or online. You can access it either way via smartphone and computer or the iPad. But the way the app is organized is it's organized by age. And so the sections start with 5 and under and then go up through 5th grade. And this app is awesome because it's free to teachers and librarians, and it also provides students with quizzes that they can take to help with their reading comprehension. It has a Spanish section for all of our ELL learners. And then one way that I use this app in my classroom is either I will use it in a small group and we will all listen to the book together, or as a guided lesson, or I often let my kids use this app during centers, and they use this during their listening center. It's a good way for students to be able to select their independent reading level and listen to the book as well as following along and seeing the words being read to them. So I really like this app. My students really enjoy this app. A lot of my parents use this app at home with their kids, so I have found it to be really helpful for my kids. The third app I'm going to talk to you about is called Popplet, and I have learned about Popplet this summer through this class. And Popplet is designed for 3rd grade and up. It's free, which is awesome, and it's adaptable to basically any content. One thing that I like about this app is that I think it would be a great way to integrate science and social studies content into your reading, as well as allow students to collaboratively learn with one another while completing an activity together that you assign during a lesson. Basically what Popplet is it has students create a mind concept map, and it allows them to explore and expand on their ideas in a visual way. So they can not only add text to these boxes, but they can also add pictures and different fonts and colors, and it allows them to be creative. It also challenges students to use a higher order of thinking, and I think that's good. Students can also realize that they can, use the Popplet app for mapping, but they can also use it as like a timeline sequence in various different ways. The app can be used on an iPad or on a computer, and so that's helpful as well. It allows the students to have flexibility in where they want to learn, as well as choice of what kind of technology that they want to use if the teacher decides to let them choose. The next app I'm going to talk to you about is called IXL, and I actually use IXL Learning in my classroom regularly. My students really enjoy IXL, and they often ask if they can practice IXL on the iPads during their free time, or as a earned break that they work for. The app is designed for grade or ages pre-K through 12th grade. The price that I found for a classroom license starts at $2.99 per year, but it did say that if you wanted to purchase multiple licenses for like an entire school, that you could contact a rep and they would give you a quote on a price. Something that I like about IXL is that it targets math, language arts, science, social studies, and Spanish. And so it's just a great tool to use in your classroom. It provides students with extra practice on like the Common Core standards, and it does it by allowing students to do it in a fun and interactive way by answering questions, providing personal recommendations, and once they answer so many questions correctly, it gives them virtual rewards. And so that often, makes my students really excited when they pass a level or complete a level and get to move on. And so this app offers over 5,700 skills in math and English language arts, and it helps students to stay motivated and engaged as they learn about the new topics. So like I said, my kids really enjoy IXL. They ask to practice and use IXL regularly, and so I just have found it as a really good tool to use as follow-up practice for any skills that I've already taught that my students need extra work on, or, kind of like as a scaffolded learning tool. Okay, the last app that I'm going to talk about is EduCreations, and this is a new app to me. I just found this app when I was researching, but I think it could be really beneficial for teachers and for students learning in the classroom. The app is geared for kindergarten through 12th grade. As far as cost, the basic app is free. If you want the Pro Classroom, it's $8.25 per month, and if you want the Pro School, it's $1,495 per year. But the basic app is fine. It can be used across all content, and it is basically an interactive whiteboard app that allows teachers to create easy to follow tutorials for students. So you could create a tutorial ahead of time for a lesson, or you could also have students create activities using this app to present what they've learned from a lesson. With this app, you can record audio to narrate what you want to say, as well as you can write, and you can add pictures, you can add simple animations and things like that. One thing that I really liked about this app is that you can upload pictures of your Popplet concept mapping onto this EduCreations whiteboard, and your students could use the EduCreations as a way to present or explain their Popplet activities or other interactive activities to the class, instead of just getting up in front of the class and presenting. They could pre-record themselves using the audio and explain their concept map all digitally. So you can share the video via email, Facebook, or Twitter in addition to the classroom. And this would be great for collaborative learning, and then students could also use it during group work as well. But I thought it was a really cool app. I had never heard of it before, and I could see how teachers could use this in many different ways across all content in their classroom.